שמש דקה ומרפא בכנפיה.
Naomi, her mother-in-law, said to her. Now, if Naomi now takes an initiative and starts talking to Ruth, we have to see that on the background of, well, in chapter 1, she more or less was disapproving of her daughters-in-law and told them to go back to Moab. And then towards the end of chapter 1, there was this expression of bitterness. Don't call me Naomi, call me Mara. But except for these two expressions, Naomi up to this point was strangely passive. She didn't do anything, she didn't take any initiative. Now, all of a sudden, she seems to wake up. She's taken initiative, she starts to talk, she starts to make suggestions and give an advice. And the sign that she is waking up, that she takes action, is this proposal she is making now to Ruth. She seems to suddenly wake up out of a lethargy, out of a depression, out of a deep sleep. The fact that Naomi is starting to make plans shows that she has regained her hope. Now, I would like to lead you back to this parallel we have drawn, that Ruth stands for the Gentile believers in Yeshua, that Naomi stands for the Jewish people, and that Boaz is a prophetic image of Messiah. I believe that prophecy does not aim at us knowing ahead everything or even knowing better everything. I think, biblically speaking, prophecy is not Christianly sanctioned divination or soothsaying. Those who are at home in Bible prophecy do not know everything that the future holds for us. If I understand prophecy from the Bible correctly and from a biblical perspective, I think prophecy aims at obedience. And that prophecy, properly understood, enables us in the future in completely surprising and unexpected situations. Something is coming up we never thought about. But if we are rooted in the prophetic word, we will be able to make the right decision at the right moment, even if everything goes in a different way than we thought. Now, could it be, I want to propose this question to you, on the basis of the book of Ruth, seeing it as a prophecy, could it be that there will come a time when the Jewish people will again take the initiative, when Jews will come and give instructions to us as Gentile Christians, and we better follow these instructions, even if they're concerned about Messiah. And even though we have in mind, and we see it day to day, that Naomi seems to be incapable of having an effective, successful, fruitful relationship with Boaz. Today there is a deep, deep rift between the church and Judaism. I remember a few years ago that I walked through the old city of Jerusalem late at night with one of the leading pastors, actually, proponents of Jewish-Christian dialogue. And we had a conversation, and at some point I asked him, could it be that a Jewish-Christian dialogue is not existing at all? And he looked at me and says, yes, you might be right. We do not even have a common language, not to talk about common theological presuppositions that we can start from. There is a deep rift today here in Israel between Messianic Jews and Orthodox, or especially also ultra-Orthodox Jews. In a lot of instances, especially when it comes to the Bible and prophecy, we do not even have a common language we could discuss and be of different opinions. We have to be aware of that in order to understand Naomi, the bitter mother-in-law, there has to be a change on our side. Now, could it be that there will come a time when we as Ruth will have to listen to our bitter mother-in-law in order to see our relationship bear fruit and really achieve the goal that God had in mind when He gave us the gospel? And even when it comes down to our relationship with Yeshua, with Jesus. I would like to pose this question to you on the basis of the Book of Ruth. And I'm aware of the fact that Naomi seems not to be capable of a relationship with Boaz. But I think that's what the prophetic word is for. And if we want to make fruitful decisions in the future, from my point of view, we better heed to what the Bible has to say to us.